Over 10 billion of new projects coming to Metro Atlanta. And I'm not talking about just downtown. It encompasses Metro Atlanta. Before you dive in and decide to move, we want to tell you about these areas so you can know what families are choosing to move, what's affecting the value, and what's going to make a difference. I have never seen this much development in my career, and I've been serving Atlanta for over 40 years. Stay tuned as we talk about these 13 projects and how they're changing the landscape of Atlanta in 2026 and beyond. And number 10, you might be surprised and how that's going to change South Metro Atlanta. I'm Lucretia Ramsey. I'm a local real estate agent, and I'm going to share about the 13 projects that shape it, Metro Atlanta. I'm not only going to talk about what's being built, I'm going to talk about the neighborhoods and what neighborhoods are going up in value, what families are choosing to move, and how this could affect you. So as we talk about these 13 projects that's reshaping Atlanta, we're going to talk about Midtown, downtown. We'll talk about the suburbs. This is where families are choosing to move so that you can be informed. So dive in as we share this, how these projects are really reshaping the landscape of Atlanta market. Before we get into all these projects, if this video is helpful to you, hit that subscribe and notification. I put videos like this out every week to keep you informed on what's like living in Atlanta, whether you're looking to move now or you want to know about the neighborhood. That notification will keep you up to brace on the latest what's going on. And also, if you'd like to talk with me, my contact information below on the screen, and feel free to reach out to me. The number one development is the Centennial Yard, which is on a 50-acre. It was in the former area on the Gulch. The Gulch was where they had underground, they had the railroads and stuff. They're developing all that. That's going to be an entertainment hub. They got new hotels. The Hotel Phoenix has just been finished last year. The Signa, Hilton Signa. It's right near the Mercedes-Benz where they have all the games and the State Farm Arena. And in there, they're going to have entertainment hub on that. And they're pushing real hard to finish this by the fight for around the World Cup. By the World Cup comes to Atlanta in 2026. So when you look at that, you can't help the areas surrounding, the neighbors surrounding, like the Old Fourth Ward and Castleberry. Those areas going up in value. So if you're looking to be downtown in the area, that may be an area that you want to consider for your investment as a place to live. Project 2, South Downtown Revival. In downtown Atlanta, 57 historical buildings are being revived that have been empty for a long time. These are historical buildings. There'll be restaurants, you can walk, entertainment, all that. So that's going to change the landscape of that area. And they're hiring up and developing that area for the World Cup get here this year in 2026. So that might be an area you might want to keep your eyes on for value, those historical areas, and how that landscape is definitely changing. Project 3, the expansion of the Atlanta BeltLine. One thing I can say about the BeltLine, homes that were on the BeltLine really saw great appreciation and value. Now they're getting ready to do more expansion to the South Side Trail and the West Side. This will help areas like Grant Park and the West Side area as far as value. And they're doing more of this and trying to create and finish this up before the World Cup, because they're upgrading the MARTA training, the train systems and things. See, when you're looking at a house, what is the future plan on that neighborhood? One thing about Atlanta, connectivity brings value. When the neighborhood is more connected, the values tend to increase. Well, you'll see a lot of difference in these neighborhoods. So keep your eyes on the Atlanta West Side expansion. Number 4, the Stitch. The Stitch is a $71.3 million project and what the Stitch does is where they're covering up over I-75 and 85 and connecting it to out there. It's on the edge of Midtown. It's going to bring the community together that were separated by a barrier. So when this comes forth, it will be more green space, more walking space, and more connectivity as far as, and also shop. When you bring neighborhoods together and bring connectivity, that helps to increase value. So keep the stitch in mind. This project was started on in January of 2026. Number 5, Tech Square. Georgia Tech is planning on building 2 new tech buildings in the area. They've been working on this project since 2022. Should be finished in 2026. In this area will be tech, STEM, and if you're working in that area, that's high paying jobs, and that people want to move in the area where there's growth in there. That's going to bring more people in that area. That's going to help Home Park, Midtown, West Midtown, in that area, the values increase. Well, when you look at where people move, where value increase and growth, that's not just saying that. That's watching over 40 years in the market where we see that. Well, where the people move, the values increase. So that's the area to keep in mind and watch Tech Square. Project number 6, expansion of Tyler Perry Studios, building more sound stage. And that the Tyler Perry Studio has helped with our film industry growth in Atlanta. That will bring more film production jobs in Atlanta. That will help the South Side, and that is going to help that area and bring additional jobs in that area. So keep your eyes on that. We're still, that's why Atlanta is considered number 1 area of the South for filming. Real quick, if you're thinking about moving to Atlanta and you want to have someone to help navigate, let me put my 40 years experience to help you find the right community for you and your family. My contact information is below. Feel free to reach out to me so we can navigate this Atlanta market. Project 7, the Mercedes-Benz headquarters expansion. Mercedes-Benz expanded its research area to its existing building. It's bringing 500 high-paying jobs to Sandy Springs, projected to open in August of 2026. Already that area, the area that's going to help that even bring further growth in that northern corridor, Sandy Springs, all that area you see increase. Where high-paying jobs bring high quality and bring more families, and that increase the value. So you want to watch that corridor, because that definitely will see an increase in value with those high-paying jobs coming to that area. Project 8, The Gathering. The Gathering is going to be in South Forsyth County. It's going to be a major entertaining hub. That's going to be breaking ground at. Forsyth is one of the fastest growing community suburbs in Metro Atlanta. It has great schools, the home value. That's going to see even more increase in value, because this area is committed to growth with this new huge entertainment complex. Look out for that Gathering. It's going to take a couple years to come together, but it's going to definitely be one growing with this new development in that area. Project number 9, the Quarry Yards. It's a 70-acre transformation park on the west side with entertainment, restaurants, so forth. And that area is really growing. So when you're looking at the area, that's bringing even more growth to the west side. You want to be on top, on before, not behind. So look at the Quarry. I mean, it has a really huge park on that west, and a lot of new developments coming on that area. So keep in mind, look at the Quarry, because where it's growth and where it's change, that helps to increase the value. Areas like Grove Park and all like that's going to be seeing increase in value with as the Quarry continues to evolve. Project 10, the expansion of the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. They're putting $14 billion. That's what the runway with the upscale and the modernization. That the Hartsfield employs about 55,000. Where there's commitment for more investment, that's more opportunity. That's going to help the areas like the South Line, like McDonough, South Fulton, Conyers, Stockbridge. And one thing I like about Atlanta is that it gives you opportunity for growth. And that airport, the airport is our jewel. Remember, Atlanta Hop is one of the busiest airports. So look at that growth as far as new development. The revitalization and growth of the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. Project 11, Cypress Park, a new townhouse community in the West Side Park. This is an opportunity to get in the area that's still at affordable and access to the West Side Park. So look at this area as an opportunity to getting something affordable close to the city at Cypress Park, new townhouse community that's being developed. Project 12, Sylvan Hill Phase 3. This was groundbreaking in 2025 to be people moving in 2026. This is an investment, affordable home where the city and private come together to have affordable home. This is an opportunity to get affordable home close to, this is over 233 homes that will be built in that area. This is a great commitment to the city of having affordable home in the area. Get on the ground level, not when the level is passed. So it's a great opportunity to get affordable home in the Sylvan Hills. Project 13, Englewood Multifamily. This is a 200 mixed unit development that brings the Atlanta Housing Authority and private together to bring affordable homes. When the city invests in housing and community with public, it creates community. It gives a buyer an opportunity to own a home at affordable price. Be patient and you have an opportunity if you want to be close to the city. I've never seen this much in all my 40 years where you have the north, the south, the east, and west. All this is going on at one time, whether it's luxury, whether it's moderate, whether it's average, and affordability. All this is going on in the city of Atlanta right now. Atlanta is moving in 2026 and beyond. So let me bring it all together. The home values in these communities that I've talked with going to see growth and going to see increase in value. You know, I've never seen, like you said, in these, what's going on in Atlanta, there's a lot going on right now, which is a great thing, is a positive. So I often tell families, what's the next step in those communities? What's the growth factor? What's going on? Know that so you can know what's important for you and how it's affect your value. I've been serving this community, like I said, for a long time, 4 years, and I've seen a lot of changes. So if I can help you to navigate your search on what community that will be right for you, my contact information is on the screen. And please feel free to reach out to me, whether by text, by phone, or by email, so I can help you to navigate this search. Again, I'm Lucretia Ramsey. An experienced realtor has been serving and seeing a lot of changes in this market. But I want to ask you a question before I leave. I've shared a lot of information on these 13 projects. Which one of these projects, comment and tell me, resonate with you? And do me a favor, hit that notification button so you can keep on all the latest ongoing. And don't forget to subscribe so you can be on the know and continue watching my videos as I bring more information to bring value to you. Again, I'm Lucretia Ramsey. And if you know someone would like to, please feel free to share this video with someone that would like some information on Atlanta. Again, thanks for watching. Until next time. And also look at my video, The Pros and Cons of Atlanta.